Hey y'all, welcome back to City Skylines. This is my beautiful city of Blackwoods. There you go. We are creeping up on my kind of hospital complex. Let's get the game actually working. There we go. Now the cars are moving. People are actually living their lives now. There you go. One of my wacky designs. You can see right here. Let's zoom out, give you a little bit of a view. That's kind of crazy. I have no idea how I came up with this. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. While I leave you looking at that over here, I'm going to be over here. Right at the Bronx subway, and jeepers, is that working? Look at that. See that building getting in the way? Man, that is crazy. There you go. Isn't that sweet? There you go. So yeah, a little recap of what we got done last time around. So last time around, I completed my city, and I even did lots of detailing, that kind of thing. So there you go. So we got all this done. So here we go. Let's zoom over this. So all this is done. This is the Bronx. See here. Let's do a bit quicker zoom in, please. Thank you. This is Queens. There you go. Jumpy camera. This is Brooklyn. There you go. There you go. Perfect. And did a lot of zoning and completed all the rest of the main city here. You go. So it's kind of cool. Then I detailed a whole bunch of it. As you can see right here. Kind of like this little area here. Don't know why. There you go. So I did all that, but what I did is I only did a couple of highlights. So over the holiday period, I left you with a major detailing kind of time-lapse highlight reel for you. So yeah, that's all I got done last time, really. So last episode, I detailed all of this. Before that, I actually filled in all this. I think, did I do this? Or maybe all this. Something like that. There you go. So I did all that for you. So this time around, we're going to see if we can come up with something different. Right, so over here, as you can see, we have not completed this. There you go. So this is my last industrial zone. So my plans for this is to fill in a little bit of industry, fill in those kind of office complexes. I did a little bit of grocery shopping. I might put in a little bit more, but this is going to be kind of a little piece of maybe a little rural town. Maybe pop it in here or here. A couple of houses out in the sticks, little country houses, that kind of thing. And that would be my kind of last build for trying to encourage, if you press the escape button, there it is, encourage people to fill in the RCI meter, that kind of thing. So, oh, look at that. I'm already on industry. So, yeah, let's stick with that. So, it's going to be generic industry. But what I'm planning to do is I'm going to go 3x3s here. So, these are going to be my Patan train sheds. So, if the sheds pop in, we're going to keep them. If they don't, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to whack them all them. I don't know about that. Maybe I've got a bit of a gap there, but not there. That's kind of interesting. Is this not straight? I don't know. Okay. Let's forget about that. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong place. That's why. Typical me. So we got 1, 2, and this is the third one right here. There you go. So they probably won't pop in because they got no need to, have they? But yeah, so we're going to just do it like that. And I'm going to fill in a little piece of industry maybe here. So let's go for, I don't know. Let's go for a couple of odd little random buildings, that kind of thing. Right, so there you go. That's all done and dusted. They'll probably pop in the next 200 years. So we're just going to leave that like that. At least I'm safe in the knowledge that I've got that done. So let's do a little bit of changing things around here. So let's put in a couple of zones. That's giant. Let's go little. Oh yeah, this is my kind of, what is this called? This is just called industry. Okay, so what we're going to do a little bit of randomization. Is that a word? Well, it is now. So we're going to put in this like separate industry here. Like that. That works. Highland Hills, apparently. And we're going to give this one a separate kind of industry. So I'm guessing they're going to be kind of important, these. So I'm thinking putting this in as forestry, maybe. Forestry, so I can convert all them to forestry kind of industrial buildings. And here, we're going to do the same thing here. Press the right button. There we go. A little bit deleting. Then we can put this one in here. I'm going to see if I can get in some generic kind of... this one here. There we go. Some generic... farm industrial buildings, that kind of thing. And that one's forest hills. There we go. Highland and forest. Kind of weird. There we go. So yeah, let's see what happens there. So these ones are going to go with... trying to go for the 4x4s this time around. Wow, we got them popping in already. That's kind of interesting. That shows you that you got a high demand for forestry. That's kind of cool. And yeah, let's carry on with these. I want these just to be the kind of the big industrial farm buildings, hopefully. There you go. So that's kind of interesting, isn't it? How there's a demand for forestry and farming, but there's no demand for generic industry. That's kind of interesting. And these are kind of cool. I like these. Seems to fit in with my rural kind of community vibe. So maybe I could convert a lot of these into forestry as well, that kind of thing. I don't know. I got to think about that. Yeah, that's coming up really well. Look at that. Shame about this. That is super cool. There we go. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, let's watch it grow in for a little while. There you go. That is super interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that. What is this saying? Not enough workers. Okay, well, there's got to be a lot of people here that can go and get a job there. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. A building has burned down. Get rid of that. Oh. Did I not get a fire truck there in time? Okay, interesting. Let's change that up again. There you go. That should help that situation. Yep, leave that like that. That's okay. So let's whisk our way back around to here. Whisking back here, you can see we are definitely crying out for workers, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. So I kind of like that. So let's put in a couple of this was going to be offices, wasn't it? So maybe I could turn this into my little rural town, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's put a couple of offices here. Let's pause the game. We're going to delete this. Some more offices here, like that. 4x4s. This is going to be my little rural kind of town, I guess. And put a little office there, and maybe a little office there, kind of thing. And then we're going to put in some low density commercial there, and around here, like that. So there we go. That's growing in real nice. There we go. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's make sure industry. Let's make sure we got a high-rise band. Policy, city planning. This high-rise band. There we go. I don't want any tall buildings in here. So hopefully that'll sort that out. Wow, that's kind of cool the way that's done that. Those buildings are a little bit big for what I want. Maybe I should delete them. Yeah, we're going to delete these. These are too big. I want to go for something real small. A little bit of whack-a-mole, and I'll get back to the end of this. There you go. That's come along nicely. Let's make a lot of these historical, because I kind of like the levels these are at. Do a lot of historical making here. There we go. This one's fine. Already got a convenience store back there, so I don't know. Tell you what, yeah, let's leave this one in. And let that one develop, see what that turns into. Let's carry on with this. Okay, I don't mind that one here. Yeah, okay, let's make all these historical. So there you go, that's my little rural town. And let's look on here. So we got healthcare, we got fire care, we got abandoned building care. We got the police is just here, and we haven't got a school. So yeah, they're just probably abandoned because they need more people to move in, that kind of thing. Let's get rid of these abandoned buildings. Hopefully they'll pop in permanently when I got enough people moving in, that kind of thing. Let's turn this into a bit of a rural town, I guess. So let's have a see what we can do the streets. Now, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I made some of these kind of historical, so let's do a little bit of changing of that. Gonna put a little street in here, like that. And I'm gonna put another one, kind of. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. So we're just gonna put the other one down here. There we go. And it's gonna be part of my rural town. Just like that. Like that. And like that. There we go. That's kind of cool. I think that's just about it, I guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in maybe a park and a school right here. So let's do that right now. Go for a tiny park. We can fit that in. We can. Maybe here? Maybe I want it there. I don't know. Or here. Let's put it... Yeah, let's put the park here. Like that. I'm going to put a little skull in. So we're going to go... This kind of... It's got... I don't know which one's the best one to do. I'm thinking maybe this one. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete that one. I got an idea for that little school. We're going to change that up. We're going to go for a high school. Go for this one here. Like that. There we go. That works out really well. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in lots of low density housing now. There you go. That is growing in nice. Let's do a little adjusting. This is the escape button twice. Thank you. Let's get rid of this. This is a bit too tall and ugly, so I don't want that one. This is a lack of water, so let's change that up. You can probably see I did not plan on building here. There you go. So yeah, that works out a lot. This one's a little bit too big, so let's get rid of that. Let's make that one historical instantly. So that's kind of cool. Kind of happy with that. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to make sure we haven't got so many of these kind of modern ugly buildings. So how do these level up? Okay, yeah, what I'll do, I'll make a lot of these historical. Right, so there you go. I am happy for the rest of them to build up how they want, but that's my little rural kind of community town. Let's do a couple of more additions. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to put one more little street here. Maybe I'll turn that into cul-de-sacs. So yeah, that means I got to abandon this one. Sorry about that, mister. So yeah, we're going to turn, the street here. I'm going to go kind of here. Along here like that, and along here like that. There we go. Now let's see if we can do a couple of mini cul-de-sacs. Right, there we go. I'm kind of happy with that. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to improve the land value. So let's convert all these into trees. Just the ones where the residents live. So onto here. There we go. There you go. That is absolutely fine. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Let's do the little trick of changing up the trees on here. So let's see what we got at our disposal. We got these kind of little designs here. These ones here. If I pop on my one, there you go. So they're kind of a little bit big, I think. They're a little bit different to these ones, I think. They're a little bit different. They look alright. That kind of thing. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I think they're the same generic ones. These look okay. I don't know. They don't really have that kind of rural kind of city vibe. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to convert all these into a tree of my choosing. If I find one I like. Right, so I'm going to go with this tree here, this one here. Because it gives you a little bit more variety. It's still vanilla, but it's not all the same kind of size as these ones here. So it gives you a little bit more flavor, that kind of thing. See that little odd one popping in there, that size? There you go. Got a couple of big ones here. So I'm going to cover them like that. I might change these ones up. But yeah, we're kind of happy with that. Right, so we got one little trick up my sleeve. And this is the street that goes into the high school. So we're going to change that up. We're going to go for something a little more prettier. Just like that. So what I'm thinking now is I'm thinking we could probably have maybe some people with a little bit more money will move into these properties here. So we're going to change up the kind of trees we got here. So let's go for something a little more fancy. Let's go for, what's this one? Horse chestnut. Yeah, let's do that. All these can be horse chestnuts. There we go. That's kind of cool. Now, do I want to put a connecting road here? Thinking about that. I might put a road along here. So let's put in a little generic road for now. Coming off there would be fine. Just like that. That's fine. Okay, cool. So let's put in some more buildings. Fill all these up. There we go. So let's watch all these move in. And there you go. They are moving in nicely. Did I see another commercial building level up? I did. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the top one. Top level. So that's kind of cool. So this is my kind of rural community. A rural town, I guess. There you go. So we are missing a elementary school. So I'm thinking we put a little school kind of out here somewhere. Are they running out of power? How interesting. I need another one of these. Let's put another one in. There you go. That was a problem. And you can see people are moving in now to work. So that's kind of cool. Oh, these are filled in. I didn't even notice these. Oh, that's kind of cool. Get rid of that one. So there you go. That's my rural town and airplanes. And my reason behind this was to give people jobs over here in these little communities here and kind of here. Kind of thing. So there we go. And then because of that, the success of this rural town popped up. We got these kind of rural kind of industries. We got farming and kind of forestry, I guess. So go. That's the vibe we got going on here. So what we're missing now is a kind of a elementary school vibe. So we're going to put that one kind of maybe here or here. I haven't kind of thought about that. I'm thinking maybe here. So yeah, we're going to put a little elementary school here. So that's the reason behind this road here. There you go. And turn that into a normal road. Now these are going to be kind of country lanes. Like that. There we go. I'm going to put in the school over here. So this is a rural school, I guess. I'll fit that in just about there. There we go. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put in a couple of houses. Go, and then we're going to put a little store in here. And there we go. Hopefully that'll kick in. So that's kind of cool. So we got that kind of little rural kind of vibe going on here. Then we're going to do a little bit of a country lane. So let's go on to this. It's the 2-lane gravel track. Pick up all my snapping points. There you go. So these are going to be kind of houses in the sticks, country vibe kind of thing. Follow that all the way along here. So we got somewhere so people to get to work. People to work at this kind of little wind turbine farm, I guess. So that's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do, we're going to carry this road on here. So this is where the, I don't know, I guess this is where the, yeah, this is where the main road finishes and sets off into this country lane kind of thing. Yep. Now, I've not got a single street that crosses a railway, so I want to do it this time just to give it, I don't know, give it a kind of genuine kind of a country lane kind of vibe. There you go. That's going to go in here. Going to do a couple of twisty roads here and there. Maybe put in the odd house. Also going to change the zoning because I forgot. So there you go. It kind of looks like that. So with a little bit of imagination and go back a couple of 100 years, you can imagine these houses used to belong to hunters, trappers, farmers, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what my idea behind this is. There we go. That gives it a kind of a more authentic kind of country vibe, I guess, having like streets that come off here. Go. So I'm kind of happy with that. So what we're going to do is going to try and see if we can tie all these in together somehow. So I might put in a little store here. And here. So let's make sure they can all get power, that kind of thing. So let's see on here. Thinking maybe putting another building here. Let's go with something else. I'm gonna put a plaza here. I'm gonna put a little building here. Looks okay. So what I'm thinking is do one more kind of wind turbine. Put that one kind of here. That'll help with the power. And then what we can do is we can help the power jump by putting extra buildings in. So a little look on here. Go to this one here. There we go. So definitely want to put a building here. And we definitely want to put one here. I'm going to put another little store here. Another building here.
Be sure that you come down to at the old grain mill.
There you go. They're kicking in all nice and sweet.
And not the abandoned grain.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of putting the power line in here this time. So there you go. That's a way of getting little buildings to pop in here and there. Make that into a little one there. Put another one up here. So that's kind of cool. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a lot of these historical, do a little bit of whack-a-moling, and I'll get back to you at the end of all that. So there you go, everybody. This is my rural kind of town. Isn't that cool? Now this kind of grew up because of the industrial kind of business center here. These couple of cargo trains, all these were kind of here to feed in this little town over here and over here. There you go, and naturally this little town sprang up. There you go, it's not going to get any bigger than that. And as per usual, little communities kind of sprang up around here. This little kind of street came along here. put in a school, a little park here. And as you can see, the further away from town, you got kind of the houses become more sparse kind of thing. Still waiting for a couple of them to kind of zone in to level up, as you can see there. And then we kind of connected it into this kind of main road here. There you go. And put in a couple of more rural kind of country lanes. There you go. Put in a couple of like, these are, let me have a look here. These are kind of 1x1 tile squares. See here? So let's look at the zoning. I put a store here and here, a couple of stores here. There you go. This is all stores, a couple of offices, lots of lower residential zoning. Put in this little plaza here and this kind of office. Kind of helps make the power jump across here. Haven't quite got these sheds coming in, so I don't know what's going on here, so gotta work on that. So to be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. So yeah, even more rural community kind of housing and some stores. Put in this rail crossing because I haven't got one in my whole city. There you go. And it kind of adds to the vibe of the kind of country feel, that kind of thing. And as per usual, I fitted in a road here to connect into here. Another country lane. Gives these guys another kind of outlet to get to work. There you go. And I've also put in this. And stretch out a piece of land here. So if you go onto here. There you go. What I did, I put a little piece of land out, then I sloped it. Using that as a top level and then sloped like that. There you go. So we got that. So reason behind that is let's give them a bit more kind of, oh, that's kind of cool. That fit in. Let's give them a little bit more kind of action on the water kind of thing. Water, you need water, you got water there. There you go, you got water now. And let's tie in that road. So kind of worked out okay. So can I put it in there? And there we go. So that's kind of cool. That's the vibes I got going on for that place. There we go. So yeah, that's really cool. So there you go. Right, so I am really happy with that. So I tell you what I want to do now. I want to kind of put in some kind of, oh, nearly got taken out by a plane. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to put in some path connections. So we're going to go with this gravel path here. I'm going to put in a couple of connections, give them a little kind of country walks, that kind of thing. So let's do that. So I'm thinking, yeah, we have one kind of coming out here from where the plaza is. So that's okay, that works. Oh, wrong one. Let's change that over. Perfect, there we go. Let's put that back on freeform. I'm going to put that in just about there. So that's kind of cool. And then we're going to stretch this path along here. Another country walk. There you go. This is going to go behind the power plant. There we go. We can connect that into there so we can walk to the waterworks. There we go. And then we can have them walk into these stores here if they want. There we go. That's perfect. And then we're going to put a path in here. And they're going to put a path in here. There we go. Yeah, that works out fine. Are we okay here for paths? I think we might be. Let's put a path here. Just like that. And there. Perfect. Here we're going to leave alone. Do I need a path here? Not really, but I suppose I could put a pretend one. Let's put it kind of along here. There you go, that works out okay. No more paths here, don't want any paths here. I'm thinking we put a path in here. Like that, that ties that in. Shall I put one in here? I think I will. We go, one that runs along the train line. There you go, that's pretty sweet. So let's see, do I need any paths here? I suppose I could put one in here. There you go, connecting up to there. And put another path in here. Like that. And put this one around here. It's kind of interesting how that's done that. So I can change that up. There you go, that's a lot better. I'm not going to put a path around here. I'm kind of fine with that. This is the school. We're going to put a path around here. There you go, that kind of works out really well. I'm going to extend this path around here, around the back. And meet up with that cul-de-sac just there. There we go. And then we're going to do kind of a nature walk along here. There you go. I'm going to connect that into this kind of country lane here. And let's do what I did over here and here with these paths. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and loop these around here wherever I can. You can pretend these are the kind of the roadways or the engineers that work with these wind turbines. There you go, that is complete. Let's see, any more paths I want to put in anywhere? I think we might be okay. Yeah, we're okay. So I'm gonna kind of leave the... Oh no, let's go back into this zoning. Gonna kind of leave these like this. If they pop in, they pop in. If they don't, it's not a problem. I'm okay with that. We're gonna leave all this like this. Is there anything I want to put in here? I don't know, maybe I can put in some more generic farming, that kind of thing. I don't know. It looks okay to me. I'm okay with that. So there you go, everybody. I'm absolutely happy with that. That is complete. It looks like that from above. There you go. All the kind of path networks and the streets. There you go. Kind of janky looking, but it's okay. Right, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill all this in with trees and rocks and overgrowth, that kind of thing. It's not really going to be a detailing time-lapse. I might show you a couple of things, maybe here, maybe up here, a couple of things, maybe around here. But it's really going to be a case of what I did off-cam, that kind of thing. So I'll get back to you right at the end of all this. Okay, y'all, we're just about done. Believe it or not, this is 3 or 4 days later, and this is now fully edited, this video, so everything from now on is absolutely live, and hopefully after this little recording I'm doing right now, I can get this video out later on today, that kind of thing. So let's see what we got done. We built this kind of rural town, which has suddenly become a kind of wooded town, a town in the forest, that kind of thing. So maybe I'll call this the forest town. I don't know, no idea what to call this. So let's see what we got done. So press the escape button. There we go. So as you can see, I've built all these roads here. There you go, like that. Put in a lot of path networks, little connections, little country walks, that kind of thing. You can imagine walking through the country through here. Well, through the forest, I guess. Forest walks with trees in the way. There you go. So that kind of thing. I came into this view to show you this. There we go. So it's kind of gridded out like this. This is the original plan. We're having this kind of industrial center to feed the kind of town over here and kind of here. And then it kind of turned into this monstrosity. So there you go. So this is all low residential, kind of rural country homes, or maybe trappers or hunters from the olden times kind of thing. A couple of offices here. Turn this into a town square with little low residential kind of shopping, that kind of thing. So back out of here. There we go. So that's what we got done. Obviously, I did lots of detailing. So let's do a little bit of a detailing highlight. So yeah, this wasn't really going to be a time lapse from what I remember, but I turned it into a time lapse. I was only going to show you a few things, but as you can see, detailed all this. My kind of Hobbiton kind of wind turbine farm. Yet again, part 3. There you go. I put in the elementary school here, so it was a kind of a country school kind of thing. I put in a rail crossing because I haven't got one in the city, and I thought, you know, let's have one, and it kind of goes to the vibe with the vibe of this kind of wooded kind of town, I guess. There you go, and that's all functioned really well, so that's kind of cool. A couple of highlights, as you can see, I've put in all this ground cover to hide the brown. There you go. Place this kind of little, kind of decorative, kind of I don't know what you call this, gazebo. There you go. So that looks like that. Converted this into a kind of a pretend farm. There you go. And this is a pretend orchard with extremely modern looking houses. Maybe I can I don't know. I'll see what they turn into. If I don't like them, I'm going to make them kind of old school. So kind of looking like, maybe like this one here. Back into this view here. The goats, you got all that done. I added a few things here. You can see here, I put in these crematoriums. One here. And trying to find where it is. Oh yeah, so one here and one here. And what that did is kind of made these sheds kind of grow in, which is kind of cool. I think I caught a bit of that on the time lapse. Oh, I love the fact we got tractors going up and down here. And as you can see, this is generic industry. And this is forestry industry, and this is farm industry. Let's go in here. So yeah, this is Forest Hills and this is Highland Hills. So I think we better change that. Call that Farm Hills. Get that right? I did. Okay, Farm Hills. Let's change this one into Forest Hills. There you go, Forest Hills. I really must get a big monitor so I can actually see what I'm doing. So there you go, Forest Hills and Farm Hills. So that's kind of cool. Did a little bit of decoration around the waterworks, as you can see here. So that's kind of cool. I went into this vision here so you could see it better. There you go. Detailed my kind of interchange. So it looks a little bit like that. But it doesn't look a little bit like that. It looks exactly like that. There you go. And I did a couple of things. It wasn't really too much done around here. A couple of things are minimalistic school kind of setting here. What else? And come out of here. There we go. I'll turn this into something that's more than a piece of ugly land. There you go. So that kind of looks like that. And I created this kind of little walkway, this little park, which kind of looks like that, and it's kind of cool. There you go. And that's pretty sweet. So there you go. That is my whole city. So I'm going to call this quits. Actually, no, I'm not. I've got one more thing to do. Tell you what I need to do. Let's go out of here. We're going to go into our kind of bus services. So here it is. There we go. So you see this pink line here. This is the normal kind of bus line that goes in from this side of the city. There you go. So that's pretty sweet, but what I need to do now is create another bus line, kind of a local rural bus line. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Let's see. So I'm going to start it off at the school here. Now we're going to call, which way we're going to go? We're going to go this way first. We're going to go counterclockwise. Going to put a stop at the school here. Shall I put one here? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, because it's a rural one. It doesn't matter about how close the stops are. We can put one kind of let's put one here. Here actually. And this is going to go all the way out to here to the school, I think. Shouldn't even put it near the stores. I don't know. Oh, let's go to the school. There we go. Then we're going to put one near kind of here where they can walk into work. Maybe here? Or here. They can walk into work from here, so we can put one here. There we go. So that's kind of cool. Then we're going to put one near the kind of the rail crossing, which is kind of here. Yeah, that'll work. So you can get to the store here. Going to have this as a turnaround right down here. Should I have one down here? Yeah, let's have one down here. So they can walk down there, I guess. So have it going down there. No, it doesn't look realistic, so we're going to have it here. And then we're going to bring it into kind of, I don't know, up here, I think. Going to stop it just here. Just about there, so they can walk into work from there. And they're going to have that looping all the way, I don't know. So they can walk into work there. And they can walk into work there, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I was thinking about putting the buses in here, but I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm a bit kind of wary about the traffic being too much. I'm just going to place it back into here. There we go. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to find that bus line, which is somewhere here. There we go, bus line 47. So we're going to call that the rural bus counterclockwise. Just enter. There we go. And we're going to change that to a yellow bus. This kind of color here is fine. There we go. And I'm going to click on here. They're going to change this to 2 buses only. Because it's a rural one, so you're not going to get a lot of buses. 2, there we go. And we can change that to a school bus. Because we do not have a school bus in the whole of my town. Or the whole of my city. So there we go. And that should be working nice and fine. And then what we're going to do one going the opposite way. So that's there. So this is counterclockwise. So I want to be going clockwise. Oh, I tell you what. Come out of here. I'm going to put a stop right in town. Right, as you can see, I've decided to put a stop opposite side of here. So it kind of makes more sense to have a stop going in and out of the town. That kind of thing. So I'm kind of happy with that. So let's go and find ourselves a bus. And we're going to go on our final bus journey of the whole series. And here's a bus here. So is it going to stop here? It is, okay. So let's see if we can follow that. And there we go. So let's join this bus on our very last ever journey in Blackwoods. And there you go, everybody. That was quite a cool bus journey. I'm kind of proud of that. The roads seem to be working okay, and no traffic problems. So yeah, no stoplights anywhere. So yeah, it's really cool. And it was quite good to see the actual train crossing actually working. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. So yeah, we're going to call this an episode. So there you go, everybody. I hope you liked that one. It was a bit of a change up from my mini Manhattan build. So yeah, kind of happy with that. So this is probably, yeah, this is the last ever kind of build for my whole city of Blackwoods. Do I detail all that? No, it's okay. So there you go, everybody. So I really, really hope you enjoyed that one. Next week, we'll be working on the Columbus Circle, Washington Square Park, and maybe Liberty Island, that kind of thing. But in the meantime, sincerely look after each other. Have a really nice day, and I will see y'all